Hey everybody, we are live. Wahaha. Welcome to Live with Chris today. I just got back from the gym and I actually pulled a muscle in my neck, which sucks because it hurts a lot. So I might be cringing a lot during this live stream. So my apologies. I will wait a bit here till more folks sign up. That light's bright back there. Welcome to my messy office recording room right now. La 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 la. So, hopefully you all are getting up here. 19 viewers. Welcome, 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 everybody. Give the usual wave of announcements. Patreon is going well as always. I am doing a slight change for those who haven't noticed in that I'm going to be giving out all the perks now at the end of the month rather than immediately after the video. Humphrey started doing this and it does make sense because it's too easy for somebody to sign up, grab the perks, then drop back out again. And it hasn't been a big problem, but I just feel like a better policy moving forward. So I will probably release the behind the scenes right away because I'm linking them off of my YouTube videos. So that'll post, but like MP3s, karaoke tracks, sheet music, all that stuff will happen, you know, at the first of the next month after the payments come through. So minor change there. Yeah. Hi, all who are joining us at this point, up to 38 viewers, cool. Plus we'll have plenty of people watching afterwards. As I said at the top, I pulled a muscle in my neck, which hurts a lot, so I'm kind of icing it right now, and took some ibuprofen, and we'll see if that feels better. So if I'm cringing, that's why. But anyway, I'm here to talk with you guys because I have some exciting news. And I was thinking the way to do this is I might just show you guys, kind of like how I did, what video? Shine. I showed you guys Shine early. So what I'm going to do, this is tough because I'm on my laptop to do this as opposed to my iPad. But I'm going to turn this around and show you the screen up here. Let me clear this out. All right, so rather than tell you guys everything right away, I'm just going to show you, and I hope this works. I don't know how the volume levels are, but we'll see. So, turning around to my screen. Ow, my neck. Okay. Wait, there we go. All right, everybody. You ready for this? Secret project. Go.
I think it's so cute, and I think it's so sweet how you let your friends encourage you to try and talk to me. But let me stop you there, oh, before you speak. Not to the I to the no, no, no. The name is no, the sign is no, the number is no. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. Not to the I to the no, no, no. The name is no, the sign is no, the number is no. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. Not to the I to the no, no, no. First you're gonna say you were on the game, thinking I believe in every word. Call me beautiful, so original. Tell me I'm not like other girls. I was in the zone before you came along. Now I'm thinking maybe you should go. Blah blah blah. I be like not to the I to the no no no. All my ladies listen up. If that boy ain't giving up, lick your lips and swing your hips, girl. All you gotta say is my name is no, my sign is no, my number is no. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. Not to the I to the no, no, no. Name is no, sign is no, number is no. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. Not to the I to the no, no, no. Thank you in advance. I don't wanna dance. I don't need your hands all over me. If I want a man, then I'ma get a man. But it's never my priority. I was in my zone before you came along. Don't want you to think this person alone. Blah blah blah. I be like not to the I to the no no no. All my ladies listen up. If that boy ain't giving up, lick lick your lips and swing your hips. No, all you gotta say is, my name is no, my sign is no, my number is no. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. Now to the I to the no, no, no. My name is no, my sign is no, my number is no. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. Now to the I to the no, no, no. Untouchable, 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 untouchable. Now to the I to the no, no, no. Untouchable, 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 untouchable. Now to the I to the no, no, no. All my ladies, listen up. If that boy is giving up, lick your lips and swing your hips. Oh, you gotta stay. Name is no, sign is no, number is no. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. Now to the I to the no, no, no. Name is no, sign is no, number is no. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. Now to the I to the no, no, no. Name is no, sign is no, number is no. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. Now to the I to the no, no, no.
Yay! I hope that worked. I hope you're able to hear it okay and kind of see it. So yeah, that's 7th Ave. I am kind of excited about that. So now I want to talk to you guys about it. This is my new secret project. I've been kind of working on this for a while. And I have a list of frequently asked questions that I'm going to answer right now. And I'm going to post this the next couple days as well for everybody. And I want to hear from you guys many more questions you may have. So the little side chat thing is going on, and my assistant Allison is in there, and she will tell me what you guys ask, so I can add that in to that frequently asked questions. So that's this whole point here. Now, a lot of the stuff I haven't fully decided on how it's going to work, but that's why we're having this chat. We're going to work this out together because you guys are intimately involved with everything I do with Patreon, and you're kind of part of this whole thing. So yeah, let's jump into the frequently asked questions. Ah, my neck. Yeah, I was doing shoulder flies today like this, and I went too hard, too many, and it popped. And once that happens, you stop. You're done, but it still hurts. Anyway, where are my questions? Okay, frequently asked questions. Number 1. Wait, I thought Chris was going solo. Is 7th Avenue going to be his only pursuit from now on? Why, thank you for asking. I am going solo. I still am. I am a very ambitious person. I always have 1,000,001 things going on. And this is going to be just one of my projects, of my tripod. Let's go with that, or my triangle. I'm still doing all of my solo projects. This is the next videos coming out, and then I'm going to do another one with 7th Ave right away, and then I'm going to release Drinking With Me next month as well, which is off of Shine. And there's going to be Shine out tracks coming the rest of the year still. There's going to be Christmas project I'm doing. There'll be tracks off of that. So all of my solo things are still happening. None of that is changing. I'm just adding on top of that, as well as having the whole piano channel thing coming up next month as well. So I'm busy. Yeah. So 7th Ave, I'm excited about it. I think this thing has a lot of potential, more than my solo career does. Like, I feel confident in my solo career and what's going to be happening with that. I think it's going to be great, and I could be successful doing that, and I will be successful doing that. But I think what's coming together here with 7th Ave is something that could be bigger, something that could be very mainstream, B-level, if not A-level, possible act once we kind of get our feet under us and get going. I think the four people in this group, but just a tremendous amount of potential and talent, and there's just something about a group experience, I think, that appeals more to people often than a solo act. I mean, Home Free is a good representation of that. I mean, all of you, the fans, you guys love the 5 of us and the 5 of them now. You connect to different people's personalities. And we're going to have that with this group. Plus, it's a little different than Home Free was, and then we have 2 girls, which might appeal to a different demographic. Home Free's demographic is like 75% women, whereas this should get a little more evened out, which opens up for a lot more possibilities for more people. which is great too. So I'm still going solo. None of that has changed. This is just another project that I'm hoping to develop. And like if I had stayed in Home Free, I'd never be able to do something like this. Or my solo stuff. Home Free is just too demanding on time. With this, I can set it up however I want to set it up, time-wise and commitment-wise, and build the way I want to build, which was not going to be an option if I stayed with them. Plus, I get to do something with my sister now, so I'm still keeping it in the family. Yay! So yeah, all exciting. Next question, how did this come about? Well, as I was starting to contemplate what was going to happen with Home Free moving forward and with my departure, I was looking at a lot of different options. You know, I had talked about maybe setting something up with my buddy Brian with the whole workout video series thing. I had thought about maybe starting a record label promoting YouTube acts. And one of the projects that I had talked about was after I did my release party with Adam Bastine and Tristan, I kind of thought this was really good. I wish I could do more with the two of them. And then I kind of thought it'd be nice to have a fourth person. Now I'd started talking to Kelly, who I'll explain who these people are in a second, a little bit a while before that, like December or so. I had kind of known who she was through the grapevine. And once I kind of had this idea, I kind of threw it out at her to see if she was at all interested. And then we started talking individually, all four of us. I started pitching out my idea of it. And it was going to be just like a cruise ship corporate kind of group that did a few songs. Not something I was really going to build. I was just going to have a group that could perform and make a lot extra money on the side. And then I went out with Tristan to see Kelly in a show that she was doing out in LA. Yes. And Tristan, I was blown away with how good she was. And I looked at my sister and I said, we got to think bigger. We shouldn't think just like a cruise ship show. We should be thinking all the way on this. And so then we started really brainstorming. I brought in some people. I got a couple of people on the musical side that are helping me out. I got Kristen Dennehy, who is the choreographer for Home Free and the Sing Off, is helping us out with this. A lot of people, and really gonna have to try to create something awesome. So yeah, that's how it kind of came about. And now here we are. Yay. Okay. I feel like some or all these faces are familiar. Who is everyone? Well, you guys know me. My sister, you should kind of know who that is as well. She's my younger sister. She's been out in LA for like the last 5 years. She does modeling. She's a dance instructor out there, does like fitness dance things. She has her own Patreon for that. If you're interested in some fun, exciting dance fitness stuff, she's great at that. And we'll continue to do that on the side. And she's a fantastic, fantastic singer and performer. And so it was a no-brainer to include her. And then Adam Bastine, the other guy, is a guy who sang with Home Free for on and off for a couple of years. Did a lot of subbing for us, but didn't want to commit to the band, actually do it full time. And that was kind of when Austin came in. So we kind of were talking to different people, and it just worked out that Austin was the person that we picked. And but Adam Bastine was in that consideration, but he kind of withdrew because he just didn't want to commit to it. And so I've always stayed in touch. And then I asked him to be on my Shine album. He did Drinking With Me. And I was reminded again of like, gosh, he is so good. And he's so pretty. He's such a pretty boy. And so he was a no-brainer to add in as well. Just a fantastic singer and voice. I can't wait for you guys to hear more from him. And finally, Kelly Jekyll is the fourth person in this band now. She was in Sing Off season 1 and 2, and I'm trying to, I think she was in the SoCal Vocals and Backbeats. I should double check that. I don't remember exactly what group she's in, but she was in both those seasons. And then she is one of the Barden Bellas in the Pitch Perfect movies. So she sings in the same group, that Rebel Wilson and Anna Kendrick and Brittany Snow, are in the a cappella group in the movies. And she has done a few other little movie things and does a lot of singing, acting stuff out in LA, and is also fantastic. So good. So that is the four of us. Yay. What kind of music can we expect from 7th Avenue? Well, that's a good question. We don't fully know yet. We know we have something here. but we're going to be kind of figuring our sound out now over the rest of this year, trying a bunch of different things. I really like how No turned out. Kind of this rockabilly swing vibe, but with very strong vocals. Like there are a lot of that kind of group, like Brian Setzer, Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, that were great, but they're not vocally based. They're more instrumental. So this gives us a possible avenue to explore. But we also have a lot of different backgrounds, and I think we want to explore them as well. We're going to do a little bit of acapella stuff. One of the videos that we shot last week when I was out in LA is an acapella number. And we just want to let it kind of breathe on its own. Let's find out. Let's try some stuff and see what makes sense until we settle into something that really becomes our identity next year. The plan being then next year to hopefully release our first like original album. I'd like to release a cover CD over this year of all these cover songs we're going to be doing. So we have something out there, but then look towards next year to release a full album of our stuff. We'll see how it goes. Which is the next question. When will we have a CD out? I think we should have a CD out of our cover songs in the fall. Lord willing, the creek don't rise. We'll see. And then, like I said, next year doing a full album. When are we going on tour? No idea. We don't have any demand for us yet because we haven't done anything. I'd love to see how these first videos go and release over the summer, and find out what kind of interest there is. I'd like to think that there will be some. I think these videos will do really well, and hopefully create some demand. And then looking to tour, the very earliest would be like late spring of next year, more likely fall of next year. But if things go really well, hey, late spring could happen too. This group is going to be fun. It's going to have a lot of dancing and a lot of great singing. We might have to, the first time out, just go with like background tracks instead of having an actual band, just to save money as we build it. But I'd love to eventually have a band that tours with us as well. Yeah, I think it's gonna be awesome. I want to follow all your social media accounts. How can I find you? They're all over. It's the 7th Avenue Band. I'll be posting this in the actual official frequently asked question, but all the different links for Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all that stuff. All my years now of doing this for Home Free is going to set us up really well to just hit the ground running with everything. Why 7th Avenue or 7th Ave? A couple of reasons. We were exploring a lot of different names. When we were first contemplating this, I thought maybe make it more of a country group, because that's kind of where it was coming out of from Home Free. And the name that was getting thrown around there was called Deep North, kind of a play on the Deep South. Because we're all from northern states. Tristan and I are both from Minnesota. Adam's from Michigan. Kelly's from Northern California, which counts. So that would have been kind of neat. But as we started doing some of this music, we realized, nah, it doesn't feel right for what we're doing, what we're sounding like already. So last week we came up with the name 7th Ave. Now, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. There's 2 reasons then for that name. 3, let's say. 1, we couldn't come up with a name that fit. We were just trying everything, and we were racking our brains, and nothing just felt like us. So we're kind of running out of ideas. And then I thought, a place name could be kind of cool. And the street that I live on is called 7th Ave. So I just threw that out there, like, what about that? And then it kind of resonated with us. It kind of cool, but you don't know why. It's kind of ambiguous music-wise, so we can do a lot of styles and not be locked into something per se. Like Deep North would have implied country, and it's a little bit of homage to Prince, with our Minnesota connection, because he really frequented and supported a nightclub in Minneapolis called First Ave. And that was a big thing, a big connection there. So 7th Ave is a kind of a vibe with the Minnesota thing. Yeah, those are the questions that I had on my frequently asked questions. Let's see what's coming in from the back channels. Chat. Oh yeah, the Patreon one, so I'll get to that. Okay. Where's the band based? I don't know. I'm still here. Adam currently lives in New York, but next year he's looking to move wherever this may take us. And Tristan and Kelly are both out in LA. So right now we're not based anywhere. and we'll see how that works. I mean, Home Free was kind of like that too. We were based in Minnesota, but like Tim was in Nashville, Austin was in LA. We just traveled all the time to meet up. And this will probably be similar. Yeah, we'll see what happens with it. Where did the name come from? I explained that. Are the songs for sale? They will be. The track for No, well, one will go through Patreon, so you get that automatically, $3 and up. And it'll be on iTunes, all that stuff. It'll be all there. How did 7th Ave start? I answered this one. Will I be playing piano or guitar? Maybe. I don't know. Depends on, there's no rhyme or reason to that. Depends on how the tracks play out, what makes sense. I mean, like I'm, a decent, pretty good guitar player. And I like to consider myself pretty good on piano too. But sometimes it's just easier to have a specialist do a track. Live, I will definitely do stuff. It fits well in the show. But to do recorded stuff, it's like you just send it out and have someone really awesome come back and just play it, and you don't have to worry about it. So we'll see. Will I have a Patreon? Yes, I'll get to Patreon. How tall is everybody? Yeah, Kelly's 5'6", Tristan's 5'7", Adam is 6 feet, and I'm just under 6'2". So yeah, I'm kind of a giant now, which is funny because in Home Free, we're all about 6'2". So actually, I look at this and it's kind of funny. I go, no, I really am tall. Yay, tall people. Okay, so the Patreon thing, that's where things get interesting. 7th Avenue is going to have to eventually have its own Patreon to build and grow on its own, just like Home Free did. I mean, 7th Avenue is going to have a very strong YouTube presence. We're going to do a ton of music videos. One, because I love doing music videos, and two, it's just the best way these days to make a name for yourself. Down the road, maybe next year, the year after, we might look into getting traditional label support. I think the labels would be interested in this project and what it could be. But I'm not going to rely on that, and I might not even want it. I might not just want to keep this myself, or with us, and not have to even deal with the labels. So Patreon is going to be the key to doing that, just like it's been the key for Home Free and for myself. However, 7th Avenue is not going to have very much money out of that for quite a while, because all of my fans here on Patreon, virtually all of them, still support Home Free too, and there's a limited well to draw from for this kind of stuff. So right off the bat, I'm going to tell you, I don't want any of you guys to feel you have to take anything away from this Patreon account to support that one at all. I want to keep the focus here. I will be releasing one of my videos and one of 7th Avenue videos for the rest of the year every month as we build this up. And then hopefully next year starting in January, 7th Avenue to live on its own at that point moving forward. If these videos share and gain a new audience, those patrons will be filling it up. At that point, then you can kind of decide where you want it to go. Now, once I get the Patreon created in the next day or two, it'd be great if you'd want to support us both, just to do $1, just the $1 level, because one, I get bonus money from Patreon for starting a new account and getting a lot of patrons right off the bat, and that way you're involved and connected. But the stuff that I'm going to be releasing on the 7th Avenue Patreon, most, if not almost all of it, will be the same stuff I release on my channel. So there's no point in supporting both of them at the upper levels. And I take it back. There'd be some point, because like if we do group chats or something, you could interact with the other 3 people. So there's something there. But like I said, I want you guys to support my project. Let's keep it there, because my project is supporting 7th Avenue. I hope that makes sense. And I want to be very open and honest and communication-wise with you guys on that. If you feel weird about it, I want to know. If you feel you don't want to be supporting 7th Avenue for some reason with the Patreon stuff, I want to be cognizant of those things and see if there's a way to work around that. Hopefully everyone will like this and keep supporting me on all the projects I do. And we'll figure this out as we go. Like I said, then in January, 7th Avenue will be on its own, and I'll stop releasing things off of my Patreon account. So releasing same material on both. Yes, answering that question. That's why I'm saying there's no point. Don't support 7th Avenue at a $3 level or a $5 or a $10 or $50 level, because you're going to get most of the same stuff. Like I said, other than more of the group interaction with 7th Ave. That's the only way to really do it, because if I'm starting, like 7th Avenue isn't big enough to support itself at all. Like these videos are expensive. That no video probably cost, all told with the Trek, only $6,000 or $7,000, which is way more than even my Patreon is. So there's no way if I kept it just on 7th Avenue that we could do it. And I can't afford to subsidize 7th Avenue and keep putting out 2 videos myself at the same time for the rest of this year. There's no way. I can't make that many videos. So this is the only way that I can think of to do it, to build 7th Avenue's Patreon for all the new people we're going to find that want to find out what's going on, you know, and while at the same time keeping my thing going too. I hope that makes sense. If you need more clarification, feel free to just ask, and we'll come up with better answers for you. But that should be how it works moving forward. Okay, I think I hit all the questions from the back channel chat. Unless Allison has something else she wants to send to me. La 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 la. I will say this, I am really, really excited about this project. It's fun working with Tristan. Kelly and Adam are just also some of the nicest people in the world ever. You guys are going to love them. I can't wait for you to get to meet them more once they get to start doing these things and you guys can chat with them. They are just awesomely amazing. I didn't answer the fashion question. What was the fashion question? Oh, the styling. Well, the styling for that video was done by another home fry, Zene de Mayon. Many of you at the Patreon party met her, and she was wonderful at this. She kind of helped us all. I mean, it's a group effort, but she helped coordinate the look for that video, which was really, really cool. We were all really happy with how it turned out. Even the band, who we just said wear, black, white, and red, came in looking pretty snazzy. Ooh, fun fact: the bass player playing that awesome upright bass is Brian Setzer's bass player. He's not on tour with them right now, and he's out in LA. And the drummer guy, Christopher Troy, knows him. They live kind of close to each other in LA. So when I was talking to Christopher Troy about putting this thing together, he said, let me talk to John Hatton, is his name, and he brought him in. So yeah, I mean, I was a big fan of Brian Setzer 15, 20 years ago when the big swing craze was happening again, and I've always still been a fan. He's fantastic. So that was really cool to play with him. But yeah, they all came in looking pretty snazzy as well. So that was cool. Release for this schedule, I'm going to be doing a public Q&A Facebook Live thing about this, all the same stuff that we're talking about right now. But I'm kind of using you guys as guinea pigs to find out what other questions might get asked. So I'll add these to the FAQ already, and I'll do the same thing. And then the goal is to release the actual video on this on Saturday to Patreon, so you guys can actually watch it for real, not just off of this. And then go public with it on Monday, and then show 7th Avenue to the world. So yeah, that's kind of the whole vibe and the whole thing. I hope this made sense to you guys. I hope you're excited with me on this. Yeah, I am really, really happy about it. Really. Yeah, I can't even fully tell you guys how excited I am about this project and how this feels just so right to me right now with my career and what's going forward in the future. Any other last notes? Okay, cool. Well, I have everything. Like, I'll watch, the chat. If you have anything else you wanted to ask or think you should be asked for the frequently asked questions, just throw it up here on the Patreon thing, and we'll see it, and we'll answer it in tomorrow's thing as well. So thanks, guys, for following along with me. I'm just giddy as a schoolgirl for being able to finally show you guys what I've been working on behind the scenes for the last few months, the old secret project. So yeah, you guys are awesome. All right, love you all so much. I will talk to you soon. Bye. There we go.